Morning, welcome to Resource Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. All right, let's continue on with lessons of what to do and not to do regarding actually watching the Ukrainian war real time. Specifically, people that are living in cities and in apartments. I don't want to be cold-hearted about the Ukrainians and the loss of life. I am not. I am wanting you and me to be better preppers, better planners, by watching this horrific news in real time. Okay? So the do's and don'ts. Number one, you don't leave the day of the event on a highway and expect to go very far. It's a parking lot. Not going to happen. You're going to sit there in your car all day long, burning your fuel up, watching tanks roll down the other side of the road, waiting for the ground troops to step over the barrier, look directly at you, tell you to get out of your car. They will rob you. They will search your car. If you find guns, ammos, or anything else like that, they will shoot you on the spot because you could not get out of town. Have alternative routes. Look on your map. If I live in city ABC, here are the ways to get out of the city. These are the routes, and communicate that with your family. Along those routes, if you take time to bury small caches on a public right-of-way, utility, find the telephone pole, mark it, chalk it, cut a little X in it, have a 6-foot piece of rope or whatever, and say, I buried it 3 feet to the north of pole XYZ on road XYZ on the way out of town. Make sure you have a digging tool to get that. In that cache, maybe granola bars, candles, medicine, ammo, whatever it is to help you continue your journey to your final destination to safety. Alternative routes, caches, friends that live along that road, you can put your stuff, ask them, hey, I've got a small amount of supplies. Can I trust you to keep this for me in case we have to bug out? Well, yeah, sure, Here, put it in the barn, put it in the shed, put it in my house, whatever. Have a line of escape. Number two, you're not going to get cash out the day of or the night before the event. People were standing in line in the ATMs all panicky because the bank ran out of money, the ATMs were closed, and people were saying, how am I going to buy food? You're not. People that were in the grocery stores were paying cash. That's all they would accept. No debit cards, no credit cards. People maxed out their credit cards, and by the time they found out it was denied, they're long gone. Cash only at the grocery stores. How do you have that? You have cash on hand. People say, well, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Cut out the Starbucks. Cut out going out to McDonald's every day or whatever, fast food. Save some money. Eat at home. Set it aside. Show some self-discipline and set up a cash. $25 in a bucket, in a Ziploc bag buried, may be enough to get you to the next point, or pay somebody for a bologna sandwich. I have no idea. But cash will be king. Same with gold and silver. So we covered escape routes. We've covered what not to do with that. Have alternative means of travel. Walking is the slowest. Have you thought about buying a bicycle? You can go to the auction sites, yard sales, flea markets, especially in the summertime, and pick up all kinds of bicycles for a fraction of the price. At the sheriff's auction a couple years ago, I bought two virtually brand new mountain bikes that were unclaimed, valued at $200-300. I paid $25 each for them. Have bicycles, four-wheelers, mules, golf carts. Use those for alternative routes. Have enough fuel for them. If they're battery, run them until they're dead. And then get busy walking. Know your destination. Be prepared to leave stuff behind that you say, I wish I could take it. Well, you're in a hurry. Have the essentials. So that means have stuff packed. Set aside. Everybody has their own backpack that is weight appropriate for who they are. If somebody can carry 25 pounds, 25 pounds it is. If it's a child that can carry 3 pounds, 3 pounds it is. Have their stuffed toy or a book, but they carry water, they carry snacks, raisins, fruit bars, fruit roll-ups, whatever it is. Everybody carries something for them to eat. Somebody also carries the medical supplies. So everybody pulls their weight. Everybody has a bag ready to go at a moment's notice. Communication. Simple walkie-talkies that have a 5-mile range will do wonders to help you keep in touch of any traffic that's going on, who, what, where, and where do we meet up. Have alternative locations on all the routes that everybody is aware of. How to get there, the time and distance from your home, the time and distance from your work. Alternative routes to get there, the meeting time of approximately meeting at that location and how long you're going to wait. And then move on to your next destination. If you say, I'm going to Poland, here is where my friends live in Poland. If you have any, and I'm using that as an example, they're in Krakow. Here is their home. They said we could come there. If we get separated, by every means possible, you make it to this apartment, and then we'll go from there. So somebody always knows the plan. Somebody should always know the route. Somebody should always have medicine, money, and different materials that will help them get along on their route. The people that stayed are living in bunkers in the subway. They have little to no food, they have little to no water, and the sanitation is absolutely horrible. So if you decide you're going to bunker in, you make sure you have those three: food, water, and sanitation. Don't get trapped underground with thousands of other people in a subway waiting for this war to be over. You don't know when it's going to be over. You don't know when you're going to eat next, and you don't know what diseases will pop up very quickly in an underground bunker with no sanitation, with thousands of other people like you sitting there on their suitcases saying, I didn't get out of town early enough. If you're going to stay in, make sure you have a way to defend your home, whether it's an apartment or a home in a suburb. If you've made the choice to bunker in, secure your location. Have people help you secure your location. Have a way to defend it and be proficient in the way you do it. Don't just say, oh, yeah, I shot 10 rounds through it. I can't afford to buy another box of ammo, but I know how to shoot the gun. That isn't going to cut it. If you have a long gun, how much ammo do you have that? I would suggest a minimum for a long gun, 1,000 rounds. Minimum. Handgun, which is your secondary weapon, minimum 300 rounds, plus at least 2 magazines filled, ready to go at your hip or in your pocket. You should have a folding knife and a fixed blade knife. You should have at least 2 different ways to make fire. Matches and a lighter, 2 lighters, pocket full of matches or whatever. You should have at least 2 ways to make a lighter, 2 alternative ways. This is horrific seeing this in Ukraine, but you can learn from their mistakes, the people that did not prepare and now are trapped like rats underground or in their homes, waiting for the invading army to kick in their door, say, get out, ransack your home, ransack your apartment, steal whatever they want. And if you're lucky enough to survive with the clothes on your back, count your blessings. Don't be that person. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I do appreciate you. Thank you for your comments. I don't mean to be so harsh or heartless or anything else like that, but this is very real, and it could happen here at any time. We're not above being attacked. We're not above having our lights shut off, our ATMs go down, our fuel pumps shut off. I want you to be ready. I talked to several people, yesterday, and they're like, no, I don't watch it. I don't care. I said, what are you going to do if the power goes out? I live with mom and dad. Okay. What are they going to do? Do you have a lot of food? No. How are you going to buy groceries if the ATMs don't? I don't know. What are you going to eat when the food runs out? I don't know. Where are you going to go if, you can't buy gasoline? I don't know. I don't know will get you killed, and I don't want that to happen to you. Thank you for liking and subscribing to this channel. Like I said, I appreciate your comments. Please keep them coming. Get yourself right with God. Get baptized. We're in dangerous times, friends. Dangerous times. Get yourself right. Greg out.